When I kiss my fish, fuck my fish. The horrors of being memed. So guys, I think I saw Charlie Kirk in the thumbnail because, once Charlie Kirk died, bro was a meme. And to be frank, I didn't know who he was before he died. His videos didn't get recommended to me after he died, so it's kind of crazy.
I think there's a few fates worse than death. Like being boiled alive or having to spend more than 10 minutes with this Guna.
So bad about being
burned alive, dying in space, oof. Like being drowned, oh god, I don't want to drown, nah. Or being impaled, like slowly with nails, nah, not for me.
with me.
Shut your...
And then the worst fate of them all, 10 minutes with this Guna.
So bad about being with me.
Shut your...
And then the worst fate of them all, being memed. Now, is being memed a fate worse than death? No, I dragged the hell out of that. It's really dependent on the circumstances, but it can get pretty bad. But hey, I've also found that there can be a plus side. But I think the best way to see the effects is by looking at some cases of people who have been memed. Now, obviously, being memed has to be tied to a real person. Something like Triple T doesn't really affect anyone. Maybe except this guy who people say looks...
Juice WRLD definitely has been memed after he died. But his thing is, with Charlie Kirk, he was kind of racist, Islamophobic, but with Juice WRLD, he wasn't really a terrible person. He was just kind of like a sad kid. But yeah, people will meme with Juice WRLD saying, "I just see your shadows in my dreams," or "These girls are the same." Whenever they got heartbroken.
Like Sahur, I can't lie, I kind of see it. But the first example that comes to mind will be our recent TikTok memes like Sun. Now, Sun is operating at a level only comparable to Kirkification. The amount of variations I've seen of Sun is ridiculous.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
I promise you, chronically online people are the real creatives. And the crazy thing is the Sun meme started off as just this image of Anthony Mackie, who most people know as a Falcon in like a bunch of Marvel movies and all that. But the crazy part is that his character's name is Sam Wilson. This shit really write itself. But this image of Anthony Mackie has been a meme since even before Sun. I don't know why, but it's something about his smile. People are saying he looks like he knows something about you, which low-key.
8 Mile?
Because it's like the Janet Jackson.
But here's the guy that Eminem said, "This guy's not a gangster. His real name is Clarence, and Clarence's parents have a real good marriage."
Smile, it looks mad mischievous, and I'm saying it's all in the mouth and cheeks. But someone like Anthony Mackie, it's hard to really assess how he'd react to these memes because he just mainly avoids it. And the only thing I could find of Anthony Mackie commenting on this meme is him liking a comment of somebody saying to leave him alone with all the Sun shit. Now, I couldn't find the original comment, but I remember seeing it, so just take my word for it. So I'm guessing he's not too upset with it.
Trust me, bro.
But people are just doing too much like they normally do. On his Instagram, damn near every single one of his comments has something to do with Sun, which the meme cannot be funny enough for you to be going to his personal page just to troll some more. Okay, maybe he can, but still. And the only other thing I can find of him reacting to his memes is this interview of him being asked about the "he looks like he knows something about you" meme.
Have you seen? I've seen this before and I still don't get it. I want to get it. I want to be like...
The same one?
Yeah, I still don't. Do you get it?
Don't look at me like that. You don't know anything about me.
This nigga's trolling. But someone like Anthony Mackie, they'll definitely be fine. He's making millions of dollars off all their movies. He's in the highest grossing movie of all time.
He has his own movie.
And he's the one...
Okay, this is looking bad. But like the next Captain America, Brave New World, he's a star of that.
One that dropped this mean-ass line too.
On your left.
Yeah, he'll be fine. This isn't the worst way to get memed. But for something like music, being memed is like this Charlie Kirk looking ass nigga. You want to avoid it. I really don't like this bad nigga.
We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame.
By the way, shout out the actor though, he did a good job. Let's separate the actor from the role, please. Let's also stop sending Black Snape death threats.
We got to draw some lines. This shit getting out of hand.
Now I was segueing to talk about music memes, but let me do this little side rant real quick, which is sort of on topic if you consider Black Snape a meme. Which, take a look at this. This shit's a meme, right? But one small little tiny thing, right? The smallest, most petite little minuscule thing. Why did whoever this jester of a casting director is, right? Why did the character that gets bullied for the way that he looks and people don't trust him for the way that he looks, why did they make him black? Everybody racist in Harry Potter, I guess. Which they low-key already were. Alright, I could make a whole video on J.K. Rowling and the bullshit she put on the page. But back to the music. Doobie Scoot.
Didn't the actor for Harry Potter say the N-word?
Just me, or am I seeing this absolutely everywhere? And looking at if it had a net positive or negative on who people are calling Withered Lucky and Funtime Drewski, it's gonna be kind of hard. Because on one side, Funtime Drewski is, I'm not gonna call him that, but on one side, he's probably making more money than he ever has in his whole life, just on how big this song has gotten. But on the other side, people are drawing these fuck-ass comparisons on how he looked. Because if you look like them, I mean, you look like them, what else can you really do? And at first glance, it really just looks like people are making fun of the song, which it's in some shit. You can see why somebody would be inclined to hate on it. But the guy who made this song, whose name is beyond my tongue, I don't think he's really receiving a lot of hate. And that's the thing with a lot of people who get memed. They're not necessarily receiving hate, it's just being the butt of the joke and being trolled. And a lot of people can't handle that, which is honestly fair when people take it too far. But I would say a good amount of people are just enjoying the song for how fun and catchy it is. Versus something like Coworker Music.
I'm the fucking king of the sea. Sometimes I get a little bit angry. All the folks up above.
Now, memes about Coworker Music are almost purely mockery. If somebody's calling your song burger music, like the shit they would play at a millennial burger shop with their starter pack, it's most definitely a diss. And I'll say the artist making the Coworker Music will perceive it as a diss. Being a coworker is really just another way of saying but. Even though if you have coworkers, you're a coworker, but you know, we all the main characters in our lives. Now, a lot of songs have been given the title of Coworker Music. Some that you would recognize would be songs like Thick of It.
If I laugh, hang up. Sing it.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody.
Which I would say actually ended up having a net positive for KSI, even though he seemed like he hated people trolling him for it.
Pressed over it being a meme?
I thought it was like over exaggerated. Or like he was like kind of playing into it.
Yes.
Why are you
Because it's my music. Bo, I don't think you understand. When you spend your time, hours in the studio, working on beats, working on music, working on lyrics.
They know me where it snows, I skied in and they froze. I do not know nothing about no ice, I'm just cold.
But I swear people have to be trolling KSI at all times. Right now it's a leaving the Sidemen shit, but I'm convinced he has the worst fan base ever. And another piece of Coworker Music, I'm running all over the place, blue in the face.
Looking like Sonic!
Which I would say is low-key the better side of Coworker Music. It was just kind of cringe, it wasn't necessarily bad. And do not take that as I'm bumping this behind closed doors. Never that. Y'all are not ready for my playlist. But the guy who made this song is behind closed doors. Never that. Y'all are not ready.
Dream, Tom McDonald. Is it? Is that the conservative, like weird political guy? Has been on tone. Like there's like one banger, like one song. Like was it Easy? Like you know the one where they fuck and Muse. I don't know who that is. Yeah, okay, maybe no. He has. I don't know. He's like really. It's like he has like really weird, but like I don't know. It's like stupidly catchy songs. It's like really stupid, but like there's enjoyment with it. I don't know.
Ready for my playlist. But the guy who made this song leaned into the memes. And not in a cringy, I'm trying to show you that I don't care, so I'm just gonna make fun of myself way.
I am become meme.
Like and subscribe. But I've never really seen somebody be discouraged from music after being memed, which I think they've realized something that a lot of people need to, and that's the fact that there's a market for everything.
So you guys here for the Dax concert? Yep. Oh yeah, this is perfect. That's what I like to hear. You guys real Dax fans or? Yeah. Real Dax fans?
Even if somebody's exploring something creative that to you is the worst thing in the world.
No, I'm just kidding. I got a buddy out in the city, boys, they hate it.
Someone is gonna mess with it. So being overly negative and telling people to like quit, it's just never really been the answer. But what I see pretty often is somebody that's had success in music just randomly get switched up on and be memed. And my examples today will be Hobo Johnson, NF, and Dax. Mount Rushmore of Coworker Music if Mount Rushmore had 3 heads. And these guys just make the music that's easy to make fun of, which all I have to say is somebody's gotta do it. So respect to all the artists putting music out there for all the co-workers. But what I think is crazy is you could be randomly going about your day, and some interviewer guy could ask you a question. A camera can catch you courtside of a WNBA game. You could have a questionable reaction to a young woman dancing, and all of a sudden you're a front page meme on TikTok. And again, this can be a good or bad thing depending on the person. Some of you might recognize this guy. If you don't, this young gentleman right here is the blueprint.
I think girls like this kind of stuff, like a bad boy. It's not a good guys. So I try to be a little bit bad boy.
If this was anybody else that ended up saying this and getting memed, they would be getting slaughtered. But this is Gary Singh we're talking about. It just comes across so innocent. instead of some grown-ass man talk about how he's a bad boy.
I call this bad boy just badass. It's clean, it's simple, but it's an incredible way to still be...
While there is some straggling haters, they just don't understand that this is the realest guy ever. He even had to clear up what kind of a bad boy he is.
But yeah, kind of. But not like hurt or harm people, not anything else. But just on a dance floor, I'm a bad boy.
And they did a post-meme interview, and it didn't show the horrors of being memed. He talked about all the positivity that he's been receiving.
I got a lot of compliments, like a lot of comments, and they say, who's Messi? Gary's the GOAT.
So would you look at that in the right situations, there is some positives to getting memed.
Sensational.
And then there's
has some positive with being memed, like, you know, my mom's kind of homeless, so like any other facial expression he does.
also this clip.
Oh, shit.
Hey, yo! Isn't that a fucking child?
Now this is just bad looks if I've ever seen bad looks. And what's even worse is he's not helping himself.
About like 10. See, the oh shit came from, you know, like oh shit, like you see that.
Yeah, I've seen enough, pack him up. But being mean for saying or doing something cringe or corny, that happens to so many people now. I've seen even worse. And then there's also this clip.
Oh, shit.
No, you're cooked, buddy. You're cooked, buddy. Judy didn't want you.
Now this is just bad looks if I've ever seen bad looks. And what's even worse is he's not helping himself.
About like 10. See, the oh shit came from, you know, like oh shit, like you see that.
Yeah, I've seen enough.
Bro, Loki needs to shut the fuck up. If he keeps talking, it's just gonna make it worse.
Pack him up. But being mean for saying or doing something cringe or corny, that happens to so many people now that I really think about it. Like that bit tough. He even got a post-meme interview.
Why did you say that big guy?
That big guy. Because
That big guy.
that's just like how I talk and that's how I grew up. So like that was like the first thing that came to mind.
But being mean for saying a phrase has to suck, especially if it's for the way that you said it. Like people making fun of how you said it, but you're also constantly getting asked to say it over and over again. I would lose my mind. Get away from me! Get away! But anywho, there's also memes like TikTok Riz Party, I'm no longer in the US. But what all these memes have failed to do is capitalize to the level of Hawk Tour. Now if all things go to plan, this video is titled The Horrors of Being Mean. Now this wasn't horrific for Haley Welch, maybe besides a few clips.
Do you really, Achtung, or were you just having a laugh there?
I was just having a laugh there.
So you're not a spitter?
Ew, nigga. But
I forgot you're a country girl.
I think Haley Welch capitalized on her meme like nobody has ever done. And she stayed relevant for a longer time than
When I kiss my fish, fuck my fish. You know, at home there's a Bible that I could use some dusting off.
and any meme should ever be relevant because she just fully leaned into it.
You really got to put your emphasis. Yeah, you're not saying Tua, you're saying tuh. You know, like you got to really put your back into it.
Not just fully leaned into it, as a matter of fact, expanded it. Like Hawk Tour and Talk Tour are arguably two separate memes. She even had merch that she was making money from, which let me find out one of you have a Hawk Tour shirt. And just Talk Tour by itself, as hard as it is to listen to, still definitely made a bag. And as her time was expiring and it was time to move on to the next meme, she hit the meanest crypto rug pull and dipped with the money. But the crazy part is Haley Welch was not some sort of marketing genius. She just had management that rinsed off every possible dollar that she could make and then blinded her to a crypto scam.
My TikTok, and the next thing I know, oh, yep, Haley Welch is going to jail. And I was like, what did I do? Why am I going to jail, you know?
But how can you stay mad at Hawk Tour? She has that same southern accent as that one little black kid trying to say Matilda.
Name, just like...
Matilda.
Madilda.
I mean...
Madea?
Matilda.
Matita.
Matilda. You know the movie?
That's a movie.
Yeah, it's a book too.
But anyways, other people have attempted to capitalize off their memes. And not in a ninja dragging the low taper fade way. TK, the guy that pretty much invented 6-7, which I know it's 2026, we're done with that 6-7 shit, but let me do this real quick. He launched 6-7 Water and that was a massive success, which was really following in the footsteps of Prime, the most successful memed product ever. So, you know, message of the video, be memed, but at your own risk.
Her name is Megan.
Megan.
How do you...
It could have benefits, and depending on how you look at it. Like, I didn't get it good because, you know, it expands him. So I think that's what part of made him popular. But with Charlie Kirk, you know, they're kind of like, you know, laughing at him because, you know, it's kind of a joke, but, you know.